Okay, everyone, welcome back to another Graviteam video. We got a bunch of new subscribers. Make sure you leave your questions or comments down below. And always, please share the video on whatever social media platform there is. That really gives a huge boost to our channel. And if anyone ever has any questions, I do post regularly in my discussions about when the next video will be up, or like if I'm taking a break from making videos. So if you ever have concerns, just go ahead and post there and I'll let you know what's going on. Anyway, today I'm going to answer a few comments from people. So always leave your questions down below. I try to respond to them pretty much right away unless I'm, asleep. And so today someone asked me the difference between fire at will and AI fire control. So we're going to go over that today. But right now, what I'm also going to do, I'm going to explain the scenario to you. I have two units over here of AI, and I'm going to go over on how to covertly get this unit to attack them when this AI unit, if they actually function, it's kind of hit and miss, assaults them from the left side. So we're going to send these two squads covertly through these trees, down this gully, and then attack the unit that's up there. So let's start with that. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn fire at will off. So what fire at will means is they will not on hold fire, they will only shoot at priority targets. So it gives you a bit more, we never even hit start, a bit more covertness to set up ambushes if that's something you would like to do. And then what we're going to do is we're going to say covert move. So we're going to send this group covertly, and what they're going to do, if we pull up the thing, is they're going to walk and stay in cover, and hopefully they'll get into this trench. So then another thing we're going to do, we're going to grab this squad, and this is something I just learned because you guys always have me looking in the manual on how to do things, is if we can actually get these guys to sprint and then crawl, which is super, super cool. So I'm going to pull that up real quick because I had it and then I just completely lost it, but it's fast move with covert on. So what that means we're going to do is we're going to turn off the eye, and then we're going to click fast move. So let's go back over to that. So let's find that, which is, while I'm blind and they change the AI formatting, right here. So this is your act with caution. So you're going to turn on act with caution, which just essentially says they'll lie down in trenches and avoid things and work with closed hatches. And then we're going to say fast move. So what that's going to do is this unit will now run through the forest, but if they come across any enemies or come in contact with anyone, and actually we're going to turn their fire will off, they're not going to engage anyone. Oh, that's a cool forest. Maybe we'll set that up for a mortar attack later on. So everything's rolling. We have our two squads. So briefly, what I'm going to go over again is these guys are setting up a defense. These guys are moving along the forest, staying covered slowly and covertly, so we can sneak up on this AI's flank right here that are defending this position. And then the second squad, they're going to move fast, but if they come across anyone, they're immediately going to lay down and stay concealed. All while, hopefully, our AI teammate, while these two guys are flanking, will traverse this huge field and lay down cover fire. The AI, they're really slow to react. It's something like I try to make really cool scenarios in this game with the AI, and it just doesn't work. And I was getting really, it kind of caused me to stop making content for the videos for a while. Anyway, all right, so now let's get to those questions. Okay, so right here, fire control. All this does is, I may have explained it wrong in the comment, is this allows your commander to relay fire. So if you have mortar teams or artillery, this is pretty much is that bridge. So what it says, if it's turned on and the three dots, so if you have it turned on but you don't have anything designated, so this would be how you would designate. Let me select the commander. right here, your set target for observe. If you just had this turned on without the designated turn on, all that's going to do is it's not going to transmit target designation, but the second you have it turned on and a target designated, it's going to transmit the signal to fire at will. Now if you have something designated and the AI and the fire control on, all that's going to do is going to hold fire. And then if you have nothing designated and it turned off, it's going to do not fire. There's nothing to designate. So that was a question someone had for me. I kind of, maybe that's the exact book definition. So all that does is you need this turned on and your target designated turned on to activate your mortar fire. So here we go. Like I said before, our units were going to start moving through the woods, or I mean through the trenches, which is exactly what we wanted. These guys, let's check on our, so this is our AI. See, they're very slow. They like to group up. So if you need questions, I know I may have explained it wrong in other videos. I'm learning more as we go, so please forgive me on that. But as you watch these later videos, we'll have the correct explanation on how everything works. And I hope that helps, okay? So you need this turned on, your fire control turned on, and your target designation turned on. And what that's going to do, that's going to allow your commander to communicate to your artillery crews to fire bombs. If you have nothing designated and it turned on, nothing's going to happen. It's just going to hold fire. And obviously, if you have them both turned off, nothing's going to happen because you have nothing designated and no one telling them to fire. And then obviously you have maneuver control. I was reading up on this. If you have maneuver control turned on, they're going to leave trenches, lay wire, return. If control is lost, they'll search for cover. So this would be good to have turned off for your observers. So because if it's turned off for your observers, but your radio people, your phone, someone asked about the guy with the phone line, they need that turned on so they lay wire. Obviously, we don't have any of those units in this right now currently, so that doesn't work for us. But we may go over that later on in the future. Let me know if that's what you want to do. So right now, if these guys saw anyone, they would fire aircraft or infantry. Let's watch them march through. We should be, let me check on where this is ending. I hope none of that's too wordy or under-explained or over-explained to the person who asked. Alright, we should be getting ready, so we could actually like go full-on assault. But we may wait a bit. Let me check on the length. So if you need stuff like questions like those answered, I know there's not a lot of combat in this video. I know I also have someone who's regularly asking, not regularly, but asking about what the symbols mean, and it's something that's hard to replicate in the game without your commanders getting killed. So we're going to just hit on it real quick. We'll hit on a few of them, maybe briefly later on. If something happens in this, I'll always try and highlight them. So let's see, this is why I hated like waiting on the AI would turn like some of my scripted videos, like fun like artillery flanking AI videos, into like 50-minute endeavors. Alright, so we're all at our position. Everyone's going to start grouping up. We're going to check our map. So essentially we should be able to send this group up here to attack. Is that something we would like to do for the next 2 minutes? Just to get a little bit of combat going. So for these guys, we're going to turn act with caution back on, and then we're going to say fire at will back on. So now if we push these guys up here for full-on assault. Oh, wait. No. We got a unit right here. Oh, he just got exterminated. Oh, it's because we turned them all back on. Oh, here they are. Alright, so actually they were waiting in these trenches for us. That's a commander right there, as you can see from the flag above his head. Let's check on this guy. We hit control backspace. It always takes away the background. And then here we go. Here's the other guys. Look right there. So we're going to hit control backspace again to bring back our screen. And we're going to turn on these guys. Oh, these guys are already activated. So both our squads are fire at will concealed off, which means they're going to engage any targets that they see. Then over here on the right side, we see all are under fire, enemy contact, new objective, and then the type of unit they spot. And I think that's really all I wanted to go over for this video. It wasn't anything crazy in depth or too actiony. We already lost a unit. As always, if you made it this far, I always have some sort of announcement. I always post in my discussions to keep you guys updated on what I'm doing and what's going on. So if you ever need to contact me like that way, like I'll always have something there. It's because we're less than 1,000 subscribers, so we don't really get the community posts yet. So if we ever hit or once we hit 1,000, we will definitely do a lot more community stuff. But also, if you're this far in the video, please leave what you would like to see later on, like different video games. I do play a lot. I do have tons and tons and tons of video games. So let me know what you guys would like to see or like to learn about. I would like to do like a how-to series. I was thinking about getting Combat Mission Cold War on the 22nd, things like that. And playing maybe some Iron Harvest. I would like to do a tournament series. I'm very esports. I like esports. I would like to host Gwent, card games, all kinds of things. Anyway, so hope you learned something. Obviously not a lot of combat. Maybe next time, guys, we'll do some tank stuff. I think that'll be a lot of fun. I'd like to explore tanks. Peace out.